In the heart of Seoul's Myeong-dong district lived a young man named Park Minho. Every day, he delivered food on an old scooter, barely making ends meet. His uniform was faded, his shoes worn through, and only a few coins jingled in his pocket. Minho worked at a small restaurant owned by Halmoni Kim, a kind elderly woman who'd taken him in when he became an orphan. She knew nothing of his past, except that she found him as a baby on her doorstep 20 years ago, along with a note. Please care for him. When the time comes, he will find his way home. Every day, Minho faced the harsh realities of Korea's rigid social hierarchy. Wealthy customers from nearby cable offices treated him as invisible. The cruelest was Lee Jun-suk, a junior manager at Samsung Electronics, who always ordered the most expensive dishes but never left a tip. Hey, delivery boy, hurry up! My time is worth more than you'll earn in a year, Jun-suk would shout, tossing coins at Minho's feet. Minho silently picked up the coins, clenching his fists. He dreamed of justice but knew his place in Korea's Confucian order. On rainy evening, as Minho headed home after his last delivery, he saw an elderly woman in expensive clothes collapse at a bus stop. Her belongings spilled and the rain soaked her through. Without hesitation, Minho stopped. He helped her to her feet, gave her his only umbrella, and ferried her to a taxi, spending his last coins of the day. Young man, she said, meeting his gaze, kindness is the only currency that never loses value. Remember that. She pressed a business card into his hand and then slipped away into the night. On it was printed, Chung Sunja, chairperson of Samsung Group. The next morning, a sharply dressed man arrived at the restaurant. He announced that Ms. Chung wished to meet Minho personally. When Minho entered the lavish Samsung headquarters, the same elderly woman greeted him. From behind a massive desk surrounded by portraits of the company's founders. Minho Ya, she began gently, I am your grandmother. Your father was my son, exiled 20 years ago by our family for marrying a commoner. She recounted how family strife had torn his parents apart and how she'd secretly ensured his safety by leaving him at the restaurant. Minho discovered that Lee Jun-suk was his cousin, the son of the uncle who had banished his father. Now he held the power to ruin Jun-suk's life with a single word. But instead of vengeance, Minho remembered Halmoni Kim's words. True strength lies not in bringing others low, but in lifting them up. Minho accepted his inheritance, not for revenge, but to help. He became a secret benefactor, supporting young entrepreneurs from underprivileged families. He continued delivering food by choice, not necessity. When Jun-suk tried once more to humiliate him, Minho quietly said, Tomorrow at the board meeting, the new Samsung Heir will be announced. I hope you're ready to work under him. The next day, Jun-suk watched in shock as Minho took the chairman's seat. Yet instead of firing him, Minho offered Jun-suk a chance at redemption. Moral of the story: kindness always finds its way home. In a world where money and status govern relationships, only genuine humanity can change destinies. As the Korean proverb goes, when everything else is lost, one's character remains. Minho proved that true nobility is defined by actions, not birth, and that justice comes through wisdom and compassion rather than revenge. To support more heartwarming tales like this, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that will touch your soul.